Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this PA Bootcamp services. Today we would like to learn about the customer service, inbound and outbound. It's really essential skill to build trust, solve problems, and of course communicate like a pro. So let's start to learn. Okay. So the learning objective of today's topic, by the end of this module, you will be able to handle inbound and outbound customer service professionally, and then communicate clearly and empathically with client or customer. Of course, we hope that you can manage call, chat, and email effectively, and then apply problem solving and follow up techniques that build loyalty. Okay, next. So this is the table of content of today's topic. Firstly, we would like to learn about understanding customer service as a VA, and then inbound customer service essential, outbound customer service essential, and then essential tools for customer service virtual assistant. Then customer service etiquette, handling difficult customer, and measuring customer service success. Okay, next. Okay, understanding customer service as a virtual assistant. Customer service is the voice and heartbeat of every business. And as a virtual assistant, you often represent your client to customer, so your tone, speech, and professionalism matter. There are two types of customer service. Firstly, inbound. It means that you receive messages, emails, or call, and of course, it's for support, inquiries, and complaints. And then outbound. Outbound means you contact leads or customer for following up, survey, and appointment confirmations. So, as a customer service VA, think yourself as both helper and a bridge, connecting customer to solutions while protecting your client brand reputation. Okay, next. So, inbound customer service essential. So, inbound support is all about helping customer who reach out first. It's reactive, but your tone and process should always be proactive. And about the core skill that you must know is, of course, active listening. You focus fully on what the customer is saying. And then empathy, you acknowledge frustration and confusion. And then for product knowledge, know your client service well. And then for resolution tracking, follow up until the issue is closed. And then sample call flow, greeting, for example. So, good morning. Thank you for contacting ABC Hospital. This is Ajeng. How may I assist you? Like that. And then clarify the issue. You can ask questions to understand the problem clearly. And then, of course, you should provide a solution or escalate. Solve the issue that you can solve or refer to others to the supervisor. And then you must also close the conversation professionally. Like, I'm glad that we resolved that for you. Have a wonderful day, like that. And this is for the professional tip. Always summarize the solution before ending conversations. It prevents confidential letter. Okay, next. So for inbound customer service essential, this is the do and the don'ts. We use the client preferred tone, of course, formal and friendly, and then document every interaction in CRM or Google Sheet, and keep fact or solution notes ready. So for the don'ts, leave messages unticked or unlocked, overpromise, don't overpromise on promise something if you answer with the solutions, and then sound robotic, so you must personalize its response. And then again, for real estate customer service, for example, a buyer call asking about the property listing. So for example, the customer, "Hi, I saw your listing for the 2-bedroom apartment near the city center. Is it still available?" And then as a PA, you will answer, "Good morning. Thank you for calling Alton Apartment. Yes, the 2-bedroom apartment near the city center is still available. I'm really happy to assist you. May I know your name so I can better help you?" And the customer say, "It's Sarah." "Okay, thank you, Sarah. Are you looking to schedule a viewing or would you like to more details about the property?" And then the customer say, "Yeah, I want to know the price if the pets are allowed." And then the VA say, "Of course, the asking price is 265,000 euro and the building does allow a small pet with a prior approval. So would you like me to check the available viewing times for this week?" Customer say, "Yes, please." And then the VA said, "Great. We have opening for Wednesday at 4 p.m., Thursday at 11 a.m., and Saturday at 2 p.m. Which one works best for you?" And then the VA said, "Perfect. I'll book your viewing for April 20, 2026. I send you confirmation email and a full of property details. Is there anything else that I can assist you today?" Okay, so that's for the real estate industry. So this is for the medical or clinic customer service. So for example, the patient say, "Hello, I'd like to make appointment with Dr. Martinez. Good afternoon, thank you for calling ABC Clinic. I'll be happy to assist you with scheduling your appointment. May I have your full name, please?" And then the patient say, "Anna Lopez." Then, "Thank you, Miss Lopez. Have you visited our clinic before?" "No, this is my first time." And then the VA said, "Welcome. I create a new patient profile for you. May I know the reason for your visit?" And then you note the personal informations. And then this is also the reminder that as a PA should never ask medical question beyond category. And then for the patient, it's for a general checkup. Then VA said, "Perfect. Dr. Martinez is available on Thursday at 10:30 a.m., Wednesday at 4 p.m., and Friday at 12 p.m. Which time works best for you?" Then your appointment is confirmed for April 20, 2026. Please arrive 10 minutes early to complete the short registration form. So is there anything else that I can help you today for location, parking, or document needed? So that's the example. And then the other example, for example, for customer service script. Customer say, "Hi, my package is late and I want to know where it is." And then for the customer service VA, you can say, "Hi, thank you for contacting Shopee. I understand how frustrating delay can be, and I'm here to help. May I have your order number, please?" And then the customer say, "Yeah, it's 1000, for example. And then for VA, you can answer, "Thank you. Let me check the tracking information for this order." And then it shows that your package is currently in transit and expected to arrive tomorrow. I sincerely apologize for the delay. Shipping carrier have been slower for this week. And then for the customer, say, "Okay, I just want to make sure it arrives." And then for VA, "Absolutely, I completely understand. I keep monitoring and segment for you and send you an update as soon as it gets scanned to the next station. Is there anything else that I can assist you with today?" That's the example of e-commerce. So the next part, it's about outbound customer service essential. So outbound support means you initiate contact, usually following up, reminders, and leads call. So the common tasks are firstly confirming appointment or orders, and then following up on unpaid invoices, checking customer satisfaction, re-engaging past list or prospect. So for example, if you do following up, hi, my name is Ajeng, and this is for the, for example, Alton apartment. For example, I'm following up on the confirming your invoice. I want to make sure that everything going smoothly and confirm for your next step. Is there anything that I can assist you with you today? So make sure that keep your tone conversational and friendly, not salesly. Okay. So when to follow up after 24 or 48 hours. It can be also for 3 to 5 for sales and proposal. And for monthly, you can follow up for inactive customer or check-in. And then template example. Hello, just checking to ensure your product is working perfectly. If you have any feedback or question, I'm happy to help. That's for the example. Okay, this is for the outbound follow-up. For example, real estate. Hello, Mr. James. This is Ajeng for Alton Apartment. I'm calling to follow up on your inquiry about Alton Apartment. I want to check if you're still interested or if you like to schedule a viewing this week. And then for medical, for example, hello, Mrs. Martinez. This is ABC Clinic. This is a friendly reminder for your appointment with Dr. Martinez on April 22, 2026. Please reply yes to confirm or let us know if you need to reschedule. So, and then for e-commerce, this is for customer satisfaction. For example, hi, Sarah. This is from Shopee. We are calling to make sure that your order arrives safely and everything is in good condition. So is there anything that we can help you today? That's for e-commerce. And then this is for essential tools as a customer service VA. For CRM, you can use Wix or Hostingers. The purpose is track leads and customer interactions. And then for communication, you can use Gmail and Zoom. And then the purpose, daily contact with team and customer. And then for support platform, you can use Dialpad. And then manage ticket and chat inquiries. And then for chat tools, you can use Dialpad or Zoom maybe. And then it is the purpose is to handle inbound and outbound calls online. And then for survey tools, you can use Google Form. It is for collecting customer feedback. Okay, next, this is the customer service etiquette. So professional etiquette is what turns basic VA into trusted brand representative. The do, use positive and polite language, and then personalized responses, use name, reference, previous contact, and then apologize sincerely when needed, stay calm even with angry customer, and of course follow up after resolutions. And please don't do this. Interrupt or argue, and then overpromise in result, use jargon that the customer won't understand, and ignore messages once resolved, like a quick collected word goes a long way. That's for the example. Next. So this is the tone and language and action. For example, delay in shipping. The poor response, you say, we are late, sorry. But for the better response, you can say, thank you for your patience. Your package on the way and expected by Friday. And then for angry customer, the poor response, calm down, we are fixing it. And then you better to say, I understand this has been frustrating. I'm here to help you make it right. And then, for example, for confused customer, and then the poor response is, it is in the instruction. And then you can say, let me guide you through the steps quickly. Of course, focus on empathy and reassurance. It shows a professionalism tone. Okay, next is about handling a difficult customer. Even the best service pros encounter challenges. Your job is to stay calm and lead conversation towards a solutions. So there are 4 steps to the escalation process. You can listen actively, don't interrupt, and then empathize. For example, I completely understand how frustrating that must be, and then clarify and offer solutions, and then restate the issue and give it the next step. And then for following up, confirm they are satisfied with the outcome. For example, I understand that the delay was frustrating, and I appreciate your patience. I've contacted the shipping team, and your order will arrive by Friday. I personally check and to confirm it's delivered. So make sure that you stay human. Customer remember empathy more than speed. Okay, next, measuring customer service success. Clients love data. Tracking results show how your work adds value. And then the common KPI, for example, the metric is about response time. So the descriptions, how quickly you reply to inquiries. And then for resolution rate, how many percentage of issue that you can solve successfully. And then for customer satisfaction, rating feedback score. And then for following rate, percentage of customer who recontacted. And then for retention rate, repeat customer percentage. Okay. Next, this is for the practical exercise. You can create 2 scripts, inbound and outbound, include greeting, problem, solutions, and closing. Then record yourself reading them aloud with voice and video to practice tone, clarity, and empathy. And then optional, use Canva or Notion to create customer template for logging interaction or script. And actually, this is for yourself to practice as a virtual assistant in customer service tasks. And of course, it can build your confidence also. Okay, that's all for today's materials. Thank you so much for listening. Remember that customer service is not about answering questions. It's creating trust. And every message, call, and chat is your chance to make someone feel heard and valued. And then when you serve with empathy, clarity, and confidence, you're not just supporting your clients, you are building a brand loyalty. Okay, thank you so much and have a good day.